said, no, I don't want to have a Bible. And they said, no, it's your classmate. I would like you to host an event. And so a month later, I'm hosting their event. And it was a blind dating show, but for making friends. They had taken something like the dating game and removed all references to dating to protect the lives and minds of young, impressionable college students. And so I'm standing there talking to two of the dullest marketing majors you've ever seen. And I'm saying things like, what's your favorite color, cream or beige? And they're standing there going, But the crowd starts to light up when I ask this question. When you wipe your ass, do you scrunch or fold the toilet paper? Which, hey, it wasn't my idea, but they seemed to like it. So the person running the event after that round comes up and says, keep it raunchy. And I said, well, these are, again, young, impressionable college students. I don't know about all that. But I do as I'm told. And so the next round starts. And I say the first question that any sensible person would think of. Would you rather have teeth for pubic hairs or pubic hairs for teeth? And the silence was deafening. This poor man that I was asking this question to, looking up to me like I was a creature beyond comprehension, and he said the 4 words I least wanted to hear in that moment. Can you repeat that? And I did. And I did, and I did 3 times.
No.
It was bad. And I still got no response. I just kept saying it like a broken record. And in a last-ditch attempt to try and save face, I just turned to the audience and I said, who writes these? So there will be no raunchy content, actually anti-raunchy content tonight. But let me explain to you how our show is going to work. So our show is heavily based off of Everybody's in LA by John Mulaney. Has anybody seen it? All right, good. None of you tell them that we're completely ripping it off. Because there's going to be a theme of every episode. So today's theme is Rhode Island, and there's going to be a question to go with it. That question is, why is Rhode Island objectively the best state? We're going to hear from 4 guests, 2 not from Rhode Island, 2 from Rhode Island. And it's going to be where there's going to be some opportunities for audience participation. There's going to be screenings of remote segments. Let's start our show. All right. Our first guests are 2 of my friends. The Vice President of 90.7 WXIN, Rick Radio, James Goldberg, and local singer-songwriter, Ange Peters.
This thing is not on either.
Well, yeah, they gave you a working mic. First of all, thank you for being here. Thank you both for being here.
Brother Jay, thank you.
Thanks for that. So, what makes you're from New Hampshire originally? Yes, you 4th it. What made you see the light and come to Rhode Island?
It was cheaper than in-state tuition in New Hampshire.
So that's very sensible. What makes you what do you love about the state?
I feel like it's like a mythical land. No figure is real. And I truly love all of your confidence in your truly horrible practices. It is statewide. It is like nothing I've ever seen before. And I also love your faith that the person behind you will get to where they're going with no blinker in front of them. None of you, I don't even think they have them in the pharmacy.
You're kind of speaking a foreign language to me because I don't know that's.
I believe that.
Well, and they call it Rhode Island because we have the best roads, we're best at driving on the roads. Okay. Well, you told me you had something you wanted to say.
Oh, this is another thing I love about Rhode Island, even though it kind of freaks me out, is that everybody here knows everybody. And
well, yes, everybody here knows everybody.
it's
Favorite party.
It's terrifying, but one of my favorite stories. So I was with my partner a few months ago. They got in a little fender bender. Don't worry, everything's fine. And from an insurance
They should run for governor.
I might.
All right. Now, Ange, you come from far away New Jersey.
Yeah, very, very far away.
What's up with that? Why'd you do that?
Honestly, okay, I'm a Jersey girl, love Jersey till I die. But Rhode Island's not that different, to be honest with you. It's smaller, yes. It's so cute and cozy. But, we got beaches. Jersey's got beaches.
I have yet to see that. Sorry, hang on. Can you look that up? I'm told Rhode Island's the only state with beaches.
Yeah, last I checked, Rhode Island is the only state with beaches.
Rhode Island, yeah. And John has a mic, so.
Yeah, I'm always right.
Yeah.
I had only little system, and that really sold me. But the guy kind of scared me, because I asked for a hot dog, and he was like, it's a wiener. My bad. And he was like, you want it all the way? And I was like, no, just mustard. He was like, no, you want it all the way. I was like, all right, I want it all the way. And yeah.
You're gonna love what we have in store for you.
Yeah?
Look, when you go to system, you go for the experience, not just the food.
That is the third time you said that to me today.
That is true.
That is true. That is God's honest truth.
And with the drivers, it's really aggressive in Jersey, and I feel like the statewide speed limit here is 25 miles per hour. It's very slow. So,
Well,
which is nice.
I've been to Jersey, I've been to Massachusetts. You both have 40 miles per hour in a residential. It's you have no care for your citizens.
That might be true.
They should make you the governor. We've got 2 gubernatorial candidates in the studio tonight, everybody. Tune in next week to find out who wins. So, John,
Yes.
you live on the east side of Providence.
Yes, I do.
I know a famous resident of the east side of Providence.
Yes.
Who would that be? Do you know what I'm thinking of?
I think we're thinking the same person. Would that be H.P. Lovecraft,
Yes.
Josh?
Hubert Lovecraft, who famously wrote a lot of scary stories and did nothing else. But the thing about Hubert Lovecraft is that he lived on the east side of Providence, and his house still stands, but it's not like a museum or anything. So we were thinking, now Anne actually lives on the east side, not to dox her, but we were thinking, could two foreigners with fresh eyes identify the house of one of Rhode Island's icons out of 4
Three.
houses?
Out
Out of 4 houses. God, this guy doesn't know how to count.
Out of 3 houses.
Well, there's 4, including H.P. Lovecraft's house.
No, there's 3.
Kiss me, sir.
Don't tempt me. All right, let's get on the quiz.
I said not launch. All right. So, now, you'll see here there are 3 houses.
Pretty standard New England houses.
You have underneath your couch there. What are you waiting for? Write your guesses. You're hiding your answers, Ange?
All right, let's get a reveal.
All right.
Jamie, what do you think?
I really want it to be C because it's the least used. And I think that would be
And Ange? And who's right, John?
And the correct answer is, it is in fact B. Standard New England apartments.
And we weren't going to say this on air, but C and A are both of John's houses.
Yes, they are.
Yes, he is a multi-millionaire. He owns many
I
properties.
own every property on the east side.
Oh.
That's why people can't live there.
Okay. All right. We are now going to show you our first remote segment,
Yes.
which is entitled Josh and John Get Wiener.
The mission: eat as many wieners from restaurants across Rhode Island as we can fit in our mouths. the ride, a 2010 Honda Civic Coupe. Ready, set, start your engines. We are on our way to the original Olneyville, New York system. Eat as many wieners from restaurants across Rhode Island as we can fit in our mouths.
Two for you. You very welcome.
We're gonna cheers it. Alright. Whoa, alright. Olneyville, New York system going down. I mean, it's classic. There's nothing beats it. Nothing beats it. Can't beat it. Mostly thoughts. There's no way you can beat it.
Yeah.
It's number one wiener.
Number one wiener. This is so definitive that, you know, anybody who asks you, oh, are you going for a wiener? They say, oh, are you going to Olneyville?
Yeah.
We'll see you at the next stop. They're at New York Lunch in Woonsocket, Rhode Island, next to the mighty Blackstone River. It's a wonderful little joint. They've got so many knickknacks on the walls. Take a look at this. I mean, and they've got cash only, which you know means there's going to be some good stuff in store. This is New York Lunch in Woonsocket. We're going in. First we're going to do. It's delightful. It's very heavy on the celery salt. I love the celery salt flavor. Probably one of my favorite. That's what makes it a wiener, in my opinion. The service, incredible. I mean, there's not really anybody in here right now, but and you'll have to take my word for that one out from the customers. They're getting a little nuttiness. A little bit of on the back end there. A little bit.
Wiener do not have one to stand. I like my wieners with a stand.
He's still not reading hard. He's being so naughty.
All right, auto way to say this.
Alright, thank you very much. This is, now it's time for our first musical guest, Maru.
Hello? Yes.
Oh.
All right, well, thank you for having me. I'm Maru. This is an original song called Joe. Change my hair and make mistakes. Cry a little, I feel ashamed. What can I say? What can I say? Still finding my way. I love and I hate, I scream and
segment. We're going to move over to this here table. Now, those who are native to Rhode Island might know what this is. This is autocrat coffee syrup, which is the principal ingredient used in making coffee milk, the other ingredient being milk. As you can see, we have both here. And we're going to indoctrinate these two impressionable college students into the culture of Rhode Island. So, I'm going to teach you guys how to make it. You're gonna. So, Angela, could you uncap that for me?
Very in-depth process.
It's an incredibly. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to carefully pour it into those 3 glasses.
How much?
Enough, about halfway, I'd say. I mean, they're chalices. They're quite. Give the cup a show around. Just let them see what kind of cup it is. I mean, isn't that something? Well, that's where we get him. He's not present.
2 from the Anchor newspaper, and the other from my apartment, Alex and I's apartment.
They're Elias's cups. Now, James, you thought you were going to get away scot-free just holding the microphone. Angie's going to hold the microphone, and you are going to uncap the... Oh, hang on. Check that there's not a little paper thingy. The production value is incredibly high on this television show. This is... WPRI wishes they were us. Oh, you're a big strong man. Come on. Oh my God! My co-host Sean Seguin, everyone. Seen any good movies lately? Now, I would say count to 7. Squeeze and count to 7. Perfect. Everybody, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yay! And guess what? We don't have something to stir them with. So we're gonna, I don't know, does anybody, John, bring us your keys again. No, bring us a pen, bring us a pen. That's not worse. He's armed and dangerous. Okay. Can we get a zoom in on the knife? Can we? Beautiful. This is a classic Rhode Island maneuver. This is like a Nickelodeon film. There's slime everywhere. Right. Now, here you go, young James. It's gonna taste mostly like milk, I think. There you go, young Angela. Shall we cheers?
So good.
What does it taste like?
Milk.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. We'll get it to you afterwards. We'll get it to you afterwards. Hey, we could just turn this into short form content. There we go. All right. Thank you. That was our cooking segment. We're gonna go back to the wieners. We're here at Sam's New York System on beautiful Mineral Spring Avenue in scenic North Providence, Rhode Island, the greatest city in the world. This is John's first time, and we're joined by a very special guest. This is Reagan's Pop, Mr. Joe. Mineral Spring Avenue in scenic North Providence, Rhode Island, the greatest city in the world. This is John's first time, and we're joined by a very special guest. This is Reagan's Pop, Mr. Joe Pinto.
All right.
Let's get in there.
I don't know if it was that just that 1 or 2 times that they planted, because it's seeing them run, that's like that's part of the whole
So, no.
Yeah.
right, that was Sam's.
I said it's pretty solid wiener.
I'd say it's a very solid wiener, and we got that snap that John was looking
Yes.
for. Do you have any thoughts?
It's as good as I've had.
Yes, yes indeed. All right, we'll see you in Warren at Rod's Grill.
All right. I won't be there.
We are in downtown Warren, Rhode Island, at Rod's Grill, which is the place where I had my first ever hot wiener. The man responsible for that is right here. This is my grandpa, Mr. Marty Hughes, our guest at Rod's. John's never been to Rod's.
Yeah, I've never been.
So it's gonna be an adventure for him. Yes. Let's go have some wieners. Now, here at Rod's, they don't say all the way; they say with the works. Shall we cheers?
We can cheers, yeah.
We can cheers.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
cheers.
yeah, yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. It's good.
It's good. That's what I thought you'd say.
It's good.
That's what I thought you'd say. Yeah, it's good. I'd say I agree.
Once upon a time, I heard a story about Rod's Grill.
Yeah.
Some of my friends were all camping a ways away from here. As the sun went down, we came to the realization we were going to run out of food and refreshments. So we all jumped in the car and they headed into town and they pooled their resources and bought refreshments. And then they had to stop here and get wieners. And they put as much money as they had together and bought as many wieners as they could. The guy with the wieners got in the back of the car and they drove back toward camp. All the way they could smell the wieners. They were smelling great. They couldn't wait to get back to camp. When they got back to camp, the guy in the back had eaten most of them and there was one or two left. Now, there was words exchanged, but these were all friends, so there was no consequences. We had to buy the next round. Well, sure.
Thank you very much.
It's been my pleasure, John.
Well, thank you too.
My pleasure. It's my pleasure indeed.
Yes, indeed.
We just landed in East Providence here at EP Wieners.
The EP stands for East Providence for those of us who are maybe challenged with subtext.
Also, if you didn't notice,
City
City
Hall
Hall's
is
right
right
there.
there. Woonsocket. We were at New York Lunch. Down the street, Woonsocket City Hall. Warren.
Rod's.
Down the street, Warren Town Hall. I think there can only be one conclusion.
There's a pattern here.
The wiener people are running the government. This is wiener number 4 of the day. You can see, this is something special. Get a look at that. You can see the casing right there. Isn't that something special? Cheers once more.
Cheers.
Hope this one doesn't kill us. Particularly bread forward. Would you say?
Pretty great.
New York Lunch. The atmosphere in there is impeccable. I could spend an hour in there sitting and chatting shit. Sam's a little more streamlined, and they tend to have lots of old timers in there. Rod's, you're on the other side of the bay, so there, it's the only place around. If cost is your metric, then we've been entirely unhelpful.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got one more. We're going to Sparky's in Central Falls. We're outside of EP Wieners, where we just went inside and ate hot dogs. Let me tell you something. It was the 4th wiener of the day.
It's getting rough.
I'm getting fatigued. The sun is hot. I'm wearing a full suit.
How we feel about the wieners?
I could give a shit.
Came and brought God to the stage. I was just seeing like heavenly hosts of angels. The music's still playing.
Yes.
How delightful.
Videos
All right, it's time to introduce our 3rd and 4th and final guest of the night. I'd sound like there were 3 people, it's only 2. Ladies and gentlemen, audio-visual engineer Mike Kane and singer-songwriter Benjamin Quinn.
Yeah, boy.
And the harmonic.
Well, Mr. Kane. Well, they have some businesses. Oh, welcome, Mr. Quinn.
Good to be here.
How
Now you, unlike the two heathens we had on stage before, you're both born and raised Rhode Islanders, correct?
That is correct.
That is correct. Yes?
Well, did you do your research?
I did. I was asking for
I hope so.
oh my goodness.
I am a born and bred Rhode Islander, thank you.
John, look up how to deal with a hostile guest.
I'll get right on that.
So, and I know that Ben is from SK. I did my research on that. Where are you from, Mr. Kane?
Gloucester, Rhode Island.
Oh my, the sticks. Shout out Gloucester. Lots of Gloucester folks. That's not unfortunate.
No, you were right.
What about, well, now, Mr. Kane, you said you prepared an hour of material for this 10-minute conversation, so.
Yes, only to be told it was 10 minutes.
Yes, what do you have, what Rhode Island-based anecdote do you have to bring to us today?
So, I hate to be biased, but I hate to say one of the great things about the state of Rhode Island would be the Rhode Island College and Rhode Island College community.
That's like a cheat code. You can't be doing that. Do you have anything further to say about this was your 10 minutes?
No, I didn't know if they were going back and forth.
Oh, we're not. Well, unless Ben wants to talk.
Well, there is only one mic for the two guests.
It's true. We were worried about people talking over each other, but we don't have to be worried about that.
Yeah, that's good. I feel much more at ease. Well, let's give it back to Mike then.
Yeah, something unique about the state of Rhode Island. So you were talking about hot wieners and the trek around the state, and I have to say also all of the fierce small businesses in the state of Rhode Island that may not be a hot wiener place, but I have to say with all the local vendors around the state of Rhode Island and all the unique goods and services that we make in the state of Rhode Island, farmers markets, local businesses, I have to say that's one of the most unique things.
What's your favorite good that we produce in Rhode Island? If you had to pick one.
Wieners.
Gold milk soap.
Gold soap?
Gold milk soap.
Gold mill soap. Ben, do you have a favorite good that we produce in Rhode Island?
Yes, I would say, one of the things that I cherish about this state is the abundance of fresh seafood. Yeah, so one of my pastimes growing up in South Kingstown is gathering shellfish from the bay. So that's not really a product, that's something that's available to the public. You just gotta know where to look.
Clamming, do you clam with your feet, or is that?
Yeah, that's a sustainable way.
Yes, precisely. My favorite good that is produced in Rhode Island is parking tickets.
Is that a part of your whole conspiracy thing with the town halls?
Could be. The wiener people are getting people to... Yeah, that's exactly. I think that the biggest hole in the idea that the wiener people are running the government is that they are perpetually going out of business. Every single parking lot that we were in while we were filming that segment, there was some local who was like, "Thank you so much for doing this on the brink of collapse."
I do have to say, isn't Papa's original New York system older than Onigo?
We didn't go there because there's a beef, and we were trying to remain as aforementioned, we're trying not to get raunchy. So
all claim to be the original.
They do. Sparky's
State's open up. You're open, I would say. Papa's is the oldest.
John, fact check that.
All right.
We did our research. As you know, Mr. Quinn, we did our research.
Well, Josh, I would say in the war of New York systems, you got to pick a side. So, after your research, which would you say was the strongest New York system?
The strongest New York system is Onlyville.
I hate to make a Rhode Island comment here. Ferrucci's in West Warwick, too far away.
It's called Ferrucci's?
Yes, West Warwick.
That's delightful. I have not been there.
Too far away, folks.
We will have to do a second segment.
Yeah, we went from Woonsocket to Warren. I don't think anything's too far.
You didn't even bring up the Rogan Bridge?
There's one that was on stilts that we didn't go to.
Yes.
John and Josh get wienered my part
So, Benjamin, you were discussing earlier. You were going clamming, catching seafood. Are you a fisherman by trade, or not by trade? For fun. You know what they call that, like as a hobby or something?
No.
What's the word?
I'm not a fisherman.
No.
Shellfish. No
Shellfish.
hooks or any flopping around. Just shellfish.
No hooks, just cages. Yes.
What?
Just cage. You catch them in a cage, like a lobster cage.
Or not.
Oh, okay. So apparently,
I'm also not a fisherman.
let me give a demonstration. All right. So
Okay.
You're sitting in the water, standing rather, and you walk through, and you're kind of doing a little dance to sink into the mud, right? Because the quahogs are just a couple inches below the mud, right? So you need to do the quahog shuffle to find the riches beneath the soil, right?
Well, I have to say, they also make quahog rakes.
Quahog rakes?
Yes, slightly newer technology than the feet, but yeah.
Going back to the demonstration, you described it as riches beneath the soil. Would you less of a fisherman, more of a prospector?
Yeah.
More of
That's accurate because it's not a game of chance. It's a game of perseverance, right? They're out there. You just gotta find them.
I've been clamming just once.
Unless you hit a horseshoe crab. Then...
Ooh, those are spiky. I've been clamming just once, and I found out that it was illegally. But that feels very Rhode Island as well, because everybody's claiming spot. They're like, you got to hop a fence to get there. Which similarly, another Rhode Island export, or I guess we're not exporting it, but another Rhode Island icon, abandoned buildings. We got a lot of those.
Well, I have to say, going on to your conspiracy topic, the overfishing or the over-shell fishing and the ruining the sustainability thereof.
That is a problem, yes. Save the bay.
Hopping the fence and doing...
Yes.
Well, on the theme of abandoned buildings,
Yes,
the most iconic building in Providence,
The Superman
building is uninhabited.
Yes.
It's completely abandoned.
Most iconic building in Pawtucket, the Apex building, is a shell.
Actually, what do you think of the plans to redo the Superman building to mixed housing?
I would live right at the top.
I think they actually do that. That was years ago.
So it's been approved.
This is true. This is like a town council panel now. I think that it's going to take them. I think that the Washington Bridge construction is going to make an awesome Netflix documentary. And then once that's done in 2050, we're going to be able to start work on the housing in the Superman building. My favorite abandoned building, though, is the Woonsocket Milk Jug. Because they decided to make a building that shape and then abandon it. They should turn it into a church. People should be worshiping the milk bottle.
Did you stop by Woonsocket Education Center when you were on Main Street in Woonsocket for the Halloweeners?
We did not. We were hustling and
it's worth the stop. It's worth the stop.
Tell me on that.
I've actually been to Woonsocket Education Center. I do their AV, so naturally I have some type of opening there. And so basically, it's CBS has a whole training pharmaceutical center, and Rhode Island Governor's Workforce Development Board also has a location there. Office of the Post-Secondary Commission has offices there. And what they do is they partner with Real Jobs RI and have workforce training for higher ed and certifications. They're on the third floor of an abandoned bank.
So, do you do AV for the entire top half of the state?
I actually have a place in Westerly as well.
So you fully covered.
I do a partnership with Electric Boat, and we have a training facility for certifications on how to weld submarines underwater, and they have a pool, and then we have classrooms upstairs.
Ladies and gentlemen, God Emperor of Rhode Island. All right, we got a segment for you guys to do as well. If you could grab the whiteboards beneath your seats. John, give me a whiteboard. Give me a monitor too. Thank you. So
this is, since you guys are born and raised Rhode Islanders, we wouldn't thrust this upon the poor foreigners, but we are asking you to draw a map of this dear state from memory. All right. We're going to have like a minute to do this. Time starts now. Ten, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pencils down. All right, let's see. What are everybody's? Yeah, these are some real Rhode Island Patriots. John, what's yours?
I think I messed up.
Show us.
I don't think this is Rhode Island.
Oh, whoopsie daisy. I did not draw the bridges. Did you draw the bridges? Let's see. What? Well, you also have inside information because you have top secret clearance at the State House.
Let me see, Mike.
God Emperor Mike.
God Emperor Mike.
No, I don't see any islands on there.
Mm-hmm. You don't have.
Well, does your map feature a hot dog? Didn't think so.
Well, you only had a minute, Mike. I don't what. That's a non-impressive number. That's that feels like Kansas could do that and they're landlocked. All right, it's time for our second musical guest spot of the night, and that is Mr. Benjamin Quinn.
Thank you. No, I don't need that.
So, while they're setting up, I'm going to tell a joke. What do you call
One mic here.
an herb that sings the blues?
What?
Elvis Parsley. That is the first time I've ever told that joke and not messed up the delivery, because I always say, what do you call a parsley that sings the blues? Elvis Parsley. Something works. Anybody got any jokes? Anyone want to be on TV? Yes, you there? Yeah, what? Yeah, come here. No, what?
So I went to the beekeeper and I asked for a dozen bees and she gave me one for free. That's a freebie. I'm here all night.
Thank you very much, Benjamin Quinn.
All right, thank you, Josh. Now, this song I'm going to play for y'all is called, is that coming through there? Yeah? Okay, sure. It's called I Love Rhode Island. And I wrote this song, sorry, it's a little close. I wrote this song, to pay tribute to the state that I love and appreciate. So there's many references to places in Rhode Island, as well as some of the foods that we tasted tonight. So. Where I go, I'll be a Rhode Island wrecker. I love Rhode Island. I love Rhode Island. I love Rhode Island. Ooh. I'm from the shore of Narragansett Bay, where the quahogs run and the lobsters play. Woodstock it down to Westerly, yeah. Rhode Island, the finest thing you'll see, 'cause I love Rhode Island. I love Rhode Island. I love Rhode Island. Ooh. I've traveled far and I've traveled wide. Nothing like that hometown pride. Locked down into the Blackstone Mill. Come on, let's all have some coffee milk, yeah. I love Rhode Island. I love Rhode Island. I love Rhode Island. Ooh, ooh. I love Rhode Island. Get up all night, clap my little bit.
All right, folks, that is our show. Thank you very much to all of our guests. Thank you to everyone who made the show possible, all the people at Anchor TV, and we hope to see you at our next episode next month. Thank you very much for coming. Good night.
Josh Greenberg.